Welcome to Delirious Gaming episode 1. It's May 24 of 2012 and the game in the background is Diablo 3, my monk playthrough. It's just that normal at the moment. So what is this show about? This show is I want to do the show in the future as a daily show. I don't know if I can keep it up at the moment because of my studies, but I'll try anyway. And in the show I want to give you some news from games, some rumors about games, some esports news. I'll give you the releases for the next day. If something really big is coming up, of course I'll tell it a few days early. I'll show you some trailers now and then. If there's a good Kickstarter or there's a Kickstarter just finished, I'll tell you about it. I might find any other topics that I'll tell you about. And of course there is a possibility for questions, which you can send to YouTube at healthwife.com, or you can leave a comment on my blog, which is www.healthwife.com. So I'll start with what did I play. And what did I play? I'll tell you a bit about what I played the last day. Mostly casual, but sometimes it will be for a video on YouTube. So I played a bit around yesterday with some Euphoria, which is it's an indie game which you can get on Steam. I did some Moonbreakers, and I noticed that now a few more players are getting the better ships. They are really overpowered. I played the demo of Dead Hungry Dinner, which I'll release a video from probably next week sometime. And I played a bit of Diablo 3, of course. So, the news section. First I'll start with the game news. The Double Fine studio has announced that they will release a game, The Cave, in the beginning of 2013. It will be for the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3 and the PC. It's a platform game in which players in teams of 3 characters with special skills go around and about. There are about 7 playable characters, and I might tell you more about it later on. Pebble Rising, the tower defense game, will come out on June 13th in Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. It will come out a day later on the Android and the iPhone, and it will release in June 27 for the PC. Please keep in mind that most of these dates are probably Euro dates and not for the US. US is generally a day of 3-4 earlier. But in the release section of the video I'll tell you the exact dates. The co-op shooter Scorch Outbreak will release in the 3rd quarter of this year. It will be downloadable on the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, the PC and the Mac. And yeah, of course it's a shooter, as the title said. Now, some of you know Trackmania, probably a lot of you, which is the free-to-play racing game from the developers Nadeo. Am I saying it right? Nadeo, I believe. Anyway, they have opened the sign-in for the beta for the new game, which is Shootmania Storm, which is a first-person shooter, with of course a focus on multiplayer. Players can change or design new multiplayer maps, just like they could in Trackmania, and they'll try to shape the community about those things that made Trackmania really fun to do. The HD collection of Metal Gear Solid will be released on the PlayStation Vita June 29. It will have some brushed up versions of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The PlayStation Portable game Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker will not be included in the pack, but the first and the second Metal Gear will be. Save files can be exchanged between the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 3 version. Now, as I said earlier, I will do a bit of rumor news. This means there's some rumors going around the internet, and these are either confirmed or unconfirmed, and believable or non-believable. So the first one is Call of Duty Black Ops 2 will be arriving on November 13, 2012. Of course, we all knew it would be out around that time, and they have a tendency to release on the second Tuesday of November. But the photo popped up with some promo material with of a cover for the game, on which the date is added. Activision hasn't responded yet, but as we said, it could be pretty probable. Another rumor said that Blizzard is prepping a new free-to-play game. The rumor has it that it's another game, not Blizzard Dota, which most of you will think about. But yeah, it's not confirmed, and it's a bit improbable at the moment, especially with all the projects that they already have going on. So, a bit of eSport news. The GSTL has announced a few updates for the new for the second season of 2012. They will have 11 teams competing for a share of the prize pot, which is quite a bit over $50,000. The format will be much the same, a best of 9 all-kill format with 2 group stages and a playoff bracket. The top 4 team of the first season will be seeded into the second group stage. The other 8 teams will be divided into 2 groups of 4. Best of 2 of each group will advance to the second round, which will make again 2 groups of 4, and the best of 2 of each group will advance to the playoffs. And for some StarCraft 2 news, the World Championships German Nationals, the participants have been announced. The Nationals for Germany will be held on the 2nd and the 3rd of June in Cologne, Germany, in the Congress Center. Visitors can go there. There's no fee to watch. It will have a prize pool of $10,000, and the best 4 will advance to the European finals. The Invitational is a Dota 2 championship, and they just announced the 8th team that will that they have invited, which is Counterlogic Gaming. This means that half of the invites are sent, but the other 8 will probably take a bit of time, because it is rumored that they are waiting for DreamHack Summer before they send out the rest. So that was all the news. Now I'll give the releases. I'll start with the European releases for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Dragon's Dogma will be released for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Also for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, Ghost Recon Future Soldier will be released. On the PC we have Legends of Pegasus. I have an announcement of Mechanic Masters 2, but it's probably a mistake because that was released somewhere last year. On the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, Risen 2 Dark Waters will be released, and on the PlayStation 3 we get Sorcery for tomorrow. On the US we only have Iron Front Liberation 1944 for tomorrow. Now I'll show you a short trailer about Steel Battalion Heavy Armor. It's the VT training video in which you can see a bit about the gameplay, and you'll also see on the top left you'll see the Kinect tracking a person.
Oh, you're here, Sergeant. Wow, the Winfield Powers. We couldn't believe it when they said you were coming. Seriously? You don't know how good it feels to be saddling with someone with actual battle experience. Hey, I hope this won't sound weird enough, but, well, I'd be proud just to shake your hand. Sir, thank you, sir. It was worth the trip to Mexico just for this. Oh, and as for the big red button on the bank panel, that's the self-destruct. If we have to bail on the battlefield, we'll want to destroy the beacon before it falls into enemy hands. But only as a last resort.
Oh my God! Whoa, hey, so you go that far? It ain't funny no more, partner. Hey, partner, you awake?
If you've got the panel out, go ahead and turn on your headlights to look for enemy troops.
Well, you'll only need to do that at night. But okay, it's a small switch on the top right of the panel section.
Alright, that's enough, Powers. You can turn the headlights off now.
I was gonna say, what happened to conserve?
Light him up, Powers! You'll have to wait for Parker to reload once you change ammo types. So, don't expect to fire anything right after you press the button.
Now, for the last segment, or at least the last segment with links, is Kickstarter. I'll have two for you today, one which has 33 days to go and is about a fifth on the way of their goal. It's Zombie Playground, which is a 3D action online battle RPG. It's a bit of a zombie survival game with melee and ranged classes, or playable characters as they say it. They named it. It's will be initially released for the PC and the Mac, but they want to do Linux and handhelds if there's enough demand and of course enough money. It's based on a school in which the kids are trying to survive a zombie attack. The first bracket is $100,000, which will release 2 playable characters, a leveling system with some customization, and a classroom, and if they get that, they will release it anyway. If they but they have some extra milestones planned for if they manage to get a lot more money. So but you can see it all on the page. The links will be shown on the blog, which is www.healthwife.com. I might post a link in the subscription of this video to the blog. The next one is Alquist Complex. It's a story-driven action RPG. A guy made it in his spare time. He it's funded today. He needed $4,000, which made the total funding about 15,000. He liked to play a lot of RPGs, he says, like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, and he wanted to try making something himself. And he claimed that he broke a lot of the standard designer things, which may make it a better game. It has some different characters with each his own quirks and so on. I don't know when he is planning to release it. I do know that he still needs to do some work, so it won't be out right now. But yeah, you can also check that out. So yeah, most of the links of the things I've talked about today will be on the blog, but it will show itself. So I've come to the other part of the show, in which I might talk about anything else that I want. I want to announce a new show which I'm planning to do, which is Delirious Demo, in which I'll download a recent demo and play it through mostly without any preparation except looking at the main menu and changing the music a bit down so you can all hear me talking. I've recorded one so far. I will do 2 or 3 to ramp them up a bit, and I'll start releasing them probably next week. So check those out. Well, that's it for today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. If you have any questions, mail them to youtube@healthwife.com and I'll get them. Well, see you tomorrow.